time for another stream. Let's turn this down a little bit. What's the deal with menu screens and having such loud music? I was screwing around with some of the settings. I want to make sure everything's back to normal. Yesterday I had that competition. I had my tryout, so I had to change around some things. Video capture device. Was this the problem? I have no idea. Anyways, to the game. What were we even doing? First, before we do anything, let's restore game, as we found out last time. Okay, well, that was probably the same thing. What's going on here? Let me move this around a little bit, so it don't look so weird. Next page. Marquette said those two thugs from the hotel would try to steal the tripod. He also mentioned someone called Klausner, who the assassin might have followed to Syria. Very confusing. Before I could get an explanation, I was ordered out by a doctor, who wasn't a real doctor, but he then murdered Marquette. Yes, these people certainly don't mess around. Yeah, he totally fooled you on that one. Let's go in the museum. Is it something to do with the... Should we talk to... Oh. Hello.
I beg your pardon. Are you Andre Lobino?
Ooh, yes. We're finally getting to speak with you?
No. I was told you may be able to help me. Help? My name is George Stobart. I'd like your professional opinion.
Well, okay. Shoot.
What is
Does the
this?
name Montfaucon mean anything to you?
Sure. It was the most grisly spectacle in Paris until the Revolution.
A public toilet?
Montfaucon was the place of execution for many thousands. A dark temple of death, with row upon row of arches, each one framing a grim exhibit.
Sounds perfect. Let's go.
Scores of rotting corpses swung on creaking rope, while the crows devoured their flesh.
I like spooky shit.
That explains the image of the hanged man. I found a reference to
Oh,
Montfaucon in Ireland, in a village called Lochmarn.
Lochmarn? That's where Pegram was digging.
That's right. He'd left the excavation before I arrived.
We can ask you about that again?
Do you know Pegram well?
Not really. I met him at a conference. I would have liked to talk to him in depth, but I didn't have time.
When was this?
Oh, back in the summer, July, I think.
What the hell is
Have you ever
this?
heard of the Hashashin?
The Hashashin.
Yes, it was a radical sect whose name became synonymous with murder. It was formed in 11th
Sketchy.
century Persia, shortly before the
Them Persians.
At roughly the same time as the Templars.
Yes, they gave a new word to our language. Assassini, the assassin.
I was trying to come up with a joke, with that one, but couldn't do it. It was setting me up pretty good. The ass setup. Couldn't come up with one though.
I'd like your opinion on a medieval manuscript.
Vraiment? Do you have it with you?
No, it's too fragile. And besides, there are certain people who'd stop at nothing to get their hands on it.
Who cares? Show it to him.
Do you have a copy of the text?
There isn't much, only a few Latin phrases. I was kind of hoping you'd help decipher the pictures.
Without seeing the manuscript, that's a tall order.
Just tell me one thing. What does the image of two men riding on the same horse suggest to you?
The Knights Templar. Does the Templar seal appear on this manuscript? I'd love to see that for myself.
The manuscript is being looked after by a friend.
In Paris?
Why wouldn't you bring
Yeah.
it to you?
Not
Bring
far
it with
from
you.
Here, in fact.
Well, just give me the address and I'll come round and take a look.
That's how they
I'm not
get
so
you.
Sure about
Yeah,
that.
that's what
Maybe
I'm
I
talking
should
about.
check with her first.
A female friend?
Yeah, she's a woman.
Got a problem with that?
This friend who has the manuscript,
Oui, the anonymous
You're the one who
girlfriend.
found it.
She lives at 361 Rue Jarry.
Ah, I know it well. I'll drop by. Just as soon as I can.
Yeah, and he's gonna have like a gun or something like that because he's gonna try to kill her.
From the legends surrounding the secrets of their initiation rites. A young man who sought to join the sect was given hashish until he drifted into dreams. He awoke to find himself in a fabulous
Same,
garden
bro.
with everything he could wish for. The freshest water, the most delicious food, the choicest hash, and the most delectable women imaginable.
Cool. Do you have the
Sounds
address?
intriguing.
I haven't finished the story. There was a price to pay for this taste of paradise.
Wouldn't you just know it?
The young man would wake the next day to find himself back in the real world. He was told that he'd been given a glimpse of the heaven reserved for holy martyrs. A heaven he would enjoy for eternity if he was willing to join the Hashashi.
Hashashi.
How did the assassins operate?
Well, as I explained, the new recruits would be only too willing to die for the cause. They'd be instructed in the use of the dagger, poisons, and disguise. Then, the Grand Master of the sect would name an enemy of Allah.
And they'd stop at nothing to eliminate that enemy.
You got it. They were fearless and deadly.
Does the cult of the assassins still exist?
Take a look around at the world today. You tell me.
Yeah, probably.
Can you tell me anything about the Knights Templar?
I sure can, Georgie. Soldiers, diplomats, mercenaries, monks, bankers, you name it, the Templars fit the bill. The greatest fighting force in Christendom, the militia of Christ.
Jeez.
Ooh, yeah, and they did some damage.
How did the Templars get their name?
From the building in which they set up their headquarters. The King of Jerusalem gave them part of a mosque on the Temple Mount. It was said to have been the site of the original Temple of Solomon. The order became known first as the Knights of the Temple, and later as the Knights Templar.
You're a mine of information, Andre.
Glad to be of help, Shoshi.
How come the Templars became so wealthy?
There was a constant stream of new recruits to their ranks, many from noble families. They were required to swear a sacred oath of poverty, chastity, and
That
obedience.
sucks.
So, their money, goods, and lands were donated to the order. The Templars soon held land in France, Scotland, England,
Yeah,
Spain,
that's how they did it. They
most
just
of Europe.
stole from these people. They
These
just
poor knights
Hey,
of Christ.
give up everything in the name of this, and I'll make sure you're okay. And they just did, and that's how they gained everything. That's what you're telling me. Sounds like communism to me.
Is it true the treasure of the Knights Templar was never found?
Who knows? So little knowledge of what really happened remains. Or if it does, the truth has never been made public.
What do you mean by that?
The Templars have attained a mythological status, like the King Arthur of the Britons. There are people even now who say the Templars still exist.
Do you think that's likely?
No, not for a minute.
It could be secret backdoor cultists and stuff like that. That's what they'd be at this point. This is 2020. They'd be cultists at this
I think you
point.
ought to know that the tripod is going to be stolen.
The Lochman tripod? No.
It's true. I can give you a description of the thieves.
Before the supposed event has taken place,
I heard them planning the raid.
they're wasting their time. The tripod is protected by a state-of-the-art alarm system.
Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Why don't you loan the tripod to me for safekeeping?
Because I'd never see it again.
But don't you trust me?
It's not a question of trust, George. That tripod is hundreds of years old and extremely fragile.
I get your point. Where was the site of Montfaucon?
To the northeast, near the Canal Saint-Martin. But there's nothing there now. The old gibbet was torn down during the Revolution.
Revolution. Okay, so that was it for him. Can we show him the diamond?
What do you make of this?
It's the biggest gemstone I've ever seen. Where did you get it?
From Professor Pegram's messenger boy.
Did Pegram find this on his dig?
Yeah, the site where this was found was a Templar castle. Do you think it could be part of the Templar treasure?
No,
Yeah,
I
kinda.
shouldn't think so. You're not one of those crazies who think the Templars still exist, are you?
Well, I try to keep an open mind on the matter.
Yeah, but the crazy...
Thanks for your help, Andre.
The crazy thing is how all this, like, ancient history comes and ties in with a murder mystery going on right now. I mean, we still haven't put the pieces together on how that's working out. Wow, that Lobino guy is such a jerk. Look at me. Look at how much I know about the Knights Templar. He was pretty helpful. You're kind of being a douche. Well, I guess he did know about the Hashashin. And knew about the Montfaucon and where I need to head. Making progress. Ooh. What's with your face?
Excuse me, officer.
That is not what I was expecting with that. From that.
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
Les Templiers. Only that they were excommunicated in 1312 and hanged in their dozens within this very square.
Boy.
Only everything you could ask me about him. Not much.
No, monsieur. I read it on that board over there.
Okay, I stand corrected.
Shouldn't you be off directing traffic or something?
You have seen the Parisian traffic, no?
Yeah, so?
I could direct the traffic. The most dangerous is this side of Rome. Or I can sit here and enjoy the sun, the architecture, and the Sauvignon. Which would you choose?
Yeah, but I'm not a policeman. What happened to duty?
An excellent question, monsieur.
Oh man,
I'll
this
see you around.
this protagonist is a douche.
I'll be there.
I once read a list of low-stress jobs. It didn't include police work. Obviously, this guy had...
Well, you're an American. That's probably why. Manhole. Do we still have that piece? We do. Now, what's on this first? Let's check on what's on the wall.
English and German. It read, in 1312, Pope Clement V dissolved the Knightly Order of the Templars and excommunicated its members on charges of heresy. In the following 2 years, many of the knights were hanged on this site. Their Grand Master, Jacques de Molay, was burnt at the stake on an...
So it would make sense if there's something in the sewers here. Let's just keep going to the right, make sure there's nothing. Okay, so there's a few which ways it looks like we can go. I wouldn't be surprised if these led to the same place, though.
Hey, you.
Oh, now you want to get active?
You are doing.
Do it. You can outrun him anyways.
Alone. Now,
Sorry, no harm intended.
you stay away
All right.
from that.
We got to distract the old dude. All right, I can figure this out. Can we get him to go direct traffic?
I didn't have time to sit around.
Well, not with that attitude. Everybody's got the time for a break. Oh, I love stained glass windows.
A knight, there in the company of his fellows. Biblical references engraved into the tomb edge to guide his way to the next world. I guess.
Oh, we have a few things here. What's up,
On
Saint?
the end of the staff was some kind of
Saint
disc
whoever.
with a cross on it. Around the base of the disc was a hairline crack.
I didn't think so. Can we get... Oh, I need to try to hit the police officer with that bad boy. Okay.
A scroll was a symbol of scholarship. I knew that much. A scholarly knight. That rang a bell. A very Spanish bell. A statue of a knight. The statue had any secrets. It was concealing them pretty well. Well, I could have just taken the end off the staff, but I wanted to be sure what I'd be getting out of vandalizing a church, other than deporting.
Good point. Good point.
On the end of the staff was some kind of disc with a cross on
I'll be back for you. A disc with a cross on it. I don't know how we remove
The
that.
stone knight lay in full stone armor, blank eyes looking at the ceiling. Carrying all that armor around must have been hard work. A stone knight lay at the end of a row of 4. I wondered if this guy had died in combat.
Nope, nope. I don't want to. No.
A stone.
The stained
I
glass.
recognized the biblical story in it. I was a Sunday school dropout.
Ugh. That's sad.
I didn't have time.
I know you don't have time to sit around, but I'm trying to get over here, so you need to move it. This away. Let's go up here. Same place, huh? Okay, let's just do a little more looking around.
I once read a list of low stress. It didn't, obviously. Hello again.
Hello.
Would you like to shake? I stopped myself barely in time. Electrocuting a cop would not have been smart.
Oh,
They
come
built
on.
The Bastille just so they could throw me in and throw away the key. Look at this gem. What do you think?
Cut glass.
No, it's not. It's for real.
What kind of madman would go around waving a priceless gem?
Me.
People's noses.
So either it's glass or I'm mad. I didn't like to think about that for too long. What do you think of this?
A blood pressure.
Let's check your blood pressure, man. No.
I'll see you around.
Alright, there's gonna be something. Okay, we can go to a few areas. Cafe. Let's go to the cafe. Talk to you. It's been a minute. Do you have anything else to say? Can we ask you anything?
Hi there. Remember me?
Ah, Mary, Inspector. Have you found him?
Who?
The man in the sewer, of course.
I'm, sifting through the evidence.
Ah, rather you than me, monsieur. So, when you are not exploring...
I take a lot of showers.
Oh, very...
Hi there.
Huh?
Who?
Oh, is that all you wanted to discuss?
I take a lot.
Alright. There's nothing else in this area. Anything else in the sewers? Another balled up piece of tissue paper? Let's check the trash.
There was nothing of interest.
Spooky.
It smelled like someone had dumped a truckload of fish in a locker room on a hot summer afternoon.
That's nasty.
I
Nope, not that one. This.
I decided I'd had enough of.
Okay. Okay, so you're all boarded up now. Is there anything worth doing over here? No. Can we get any more tools? We could get a hammer and knock that stone piece off that dude's staff. Okay, just completely nothing. Strange. Okay. The police office?
It was just some police paperwork. Sergeant Moo,
Yes.
I'd like to report an assault.
Yes, monsieur. Where is the victim?
I'm the victim. I've been harassed by a pair of thugs.
I see.
Weenie.
Where did this alleged assault take place?
Outside the Hotel Ubu. They stopped me as I was
Hotel Ubu.
My pockets.
Could you describe the suspects, monsieur?
One looked like a gorilla, and the other looked like a weasel. Their names are Black and Guido.
I feel like I've already told you this.
I'll get them this time.
See you later, Sergeant.
Nothing else? Nope. Alright, leave. Can we can't go to the hotel, can we? What the hell is this? Oh, yes. The museum. Back. Rue Jerry? I mean, it's Nico's apartment.
Hello, George.
I mean, I guess we can talk to her about a few things.
By the way, I had a visit from André Lobineau.
Oh, yeah. I hope you didn't mind me giving him your address.
Not at all. It was lovely to see him again. He was over the moon when I showed him the manuscript. It's not often he gets that excited. He made a sketch of the Knight's crest to take back to the museum. I believe he's identified the family who bears that crest.
I sure hope so. Let's take another look at the manuscript.
No.
There's a guy. There's but the another knight through my.
Let me leave.
Do you think the assassin was responsible for killing Marquet?
I don't think so. He could have finished him off the first time. Besides, Marquet would have recognized him.
He was pumped to the gills with sedatives. He wouldn't have recognized the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse unless they'd introduced themselves. I'd better
Okay.
get back to the quest.
The quest. Let's almost break in third person here. We can head back to the museum. That'll be important. Where's the museum? Museum. See what he has to say. Lobineau.
Hi, Andre.
Hey, I visited Nicole's apartment.
Yeah, she told me you came by.
Ooh, quite a fine Georgie boy. I didn't expect anything quite so sexy.
I hope you're referring to the manuscript.
Oui, of course.
No, of course not.
What did you make of the manuscript?
It dates from the time of the Crusades.
We guessed that from the Templar seal.
It's a story and pictures like a modern-day comic book.
Like manga?
What story does the manuscript tell?
I don't know. It was probably produced for the tourist market.
Tourists?
Oh, oui, pilgrims in their thousands on their way to Jerusalem. The tourist trade is nothing new, you know. It's been around for centuries.
Yeah.
Ever since Joshua made a packet selling souvenir bricks from the walls of Jericho.
Have you deciphered any of the images on the manuscript?
There's very little I can be sure about. The slang of the bull could be a reference to Mithras,
Who's he?
a Persian god, almost as popular as Christ at one time. The only thing I can be sure of
Before the
is
crusade killed him?
Spanish.
How can you tell that?
The writing on the shield, the reference to Ave Maria. No self-respecting knight from Northern Europe would have borne a coat of arms like that.
Can you identify the knight's coat of arms?
I already did, Georgie. He is a member of the De Vasconcelos family from the Costa Calida.
Were they famous?
No, they're not mentioned after the 15th century.
Oh,
The spotlight of history moved on. They are probably long dead.
I'd like to shake you by the hand, Andre.
Not now, Georgie.
Damn it. I will get you, though.
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
No, Misty. Okay.
The sparklies.
Excuse me.
Ah, we can ask him things now.
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
Accomplished and hanged in their dozens.
Boy, what they...
Moment.
Shouldn't you be off direct?
Darn it.
I could
This is just the
direct
same
the
stuff he was already
traffic,
talking about.
Or I can switch with
Yeah, but I'm...
an X.
Give him the clown nose.
Does this red note...
Aha, very.
It is?
No. I guess
Oh, gosh. Show him the tissue.
This grease paint stained tissue.
delightful. Would you like to see some of my used tissues?
No.
Hell no.
Then please but yours away.
I'll see you around.
Venus.
So we can't do anything to manhole cover. He'll get angry with us. Come on, tell me there's something I can do with this statue. Vandalism is fun. Oh, I can look at this
Somehow
statue.
It looked more modern than its neighbor.
Oh, is that all?
On the end of the staff, around the base of the disc, was a hairline crack.
That means break it. Yeah, I didn't think so. A hairline crack. That, I mean, that... Break it.
Well, I could have just, but I wanted to be sure what I'd be getting out of vandalizing a church, other than deported. A scroll was a scholarly knight. That rang a bell. A very Spanish bell.
I don't even really know what that means. A Spanish bell. Like what? What?
A knight there in the company of his fellows. Biblical references engraved into the tomb edge to get. I didn't have a row of old pews, beautifully carved. I thought of all the people, all those firm buttocks of the young lady, the flabby flesh. That wasn't a pleasing.
Eh.
Whoa!
What the hell was that?
A row of all the firm, the flat. That was. Whoa!
That's how you end that monologue? Whatever. I'm a little bit curious why both of these doorways lead to the same place. So what exactly does this lead to? Well, I mean, why would they just lead to the same place? Like, honestly, I don't... Because you keep backing out of it and it keeps putting you here. So what the heck is this? This leads me to believe that this would probably be another area, but maybe not. Go. I have no idea. But let's try to use this, take off this manhole cover again.
Hey, you
Search it.
I couldn't open it. In the middle of the square was a manhole. I wondered if there might be something relevant beneath street level.
There is, but we gotta distract the guard. And how are we gonna do that?
Do you know what this is?
It's a sewer key.
Oh, well, that didn't help.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
The pattern looks Middle Eastern.
Do you know what this is?
Aha! You American.
He thinks it's cocaine.
I read Hollywood Wives. I know all about it.
If you tried to sniff this stuff, you'd wall up your nostrils. It's plaster of Paris.
It is. Thank heaven. For one awful moment, I thought I might actually have to arrest somebody. Hello? The paperwork. You have no idea.
This old guy doesn't care. Open up the sewer.
Take a look at this.
Ah, an electrician.
Ooh. Show him
Have
this.
you seen this man before?
No. Who is it?
I believe him to be an international assassin.
Oh.
Is that all you can say?
Oh.
I did wonder if I should say that I believe you to be an international paranoiac, but it didn't seem polite.
I'll see you around.
This guy's got some sass to him.
I'll be there.
What should you do? You should try to distract the cop is what you should do. But there's no way. Can we actually go to Spain right now? We can? No, I'm not in Spain. And where am I? Okay, well, completely new area. Traveled outside the country again. I guess the other one was Spain and it was blocking us off. I don't know my flags that well of other countries, so. Well, we are in Spain. I don't know. Labano tells me that the Knight's coat of arms belongs to the Vasconcelos. I'm sorry, I'm really bad. Vasconcelos family in Costa Calida, Spain. Must figure out what the family has to do with the manuscript. Beautiful place, dude. Hello, Mr. Gardner.
Hi, is this the Vasconcelos house?
Who wants to know?
I could tell the old coot was going to be trouble. My name's
He's got a
George
huge
Snowball.
nose.
I was wondering whether
The house is not open to the public.
this is the Vasconcelos house.
And what business?
De Vasconcelos.
Senor?
Look, all I want
There we
is
go.
to speak to the head of the house.
I just had to hear it
There
once.
is no household. Only the countess and myself.
Anytime that she's a lady's referred to as countess, she's like total babe.
Tell me about the Countess de Vasconcelos.
She doesn't receive guests.
Maybe
That's
not.
all you need to know.
You don't even know what I have to talk to her about.
She hasn't won the lottery, has she?
Let's lie to him.
Yeah, that's it. The Countess has won the lottery, and I'm here to give her the check.
Marvelous. Yeah, I see it.
No, I mean, no, I have to deliver it to her in person.
The countess doesn't do the lottery.
Oh, for crying out loud, why'd you leave me on then?
To amuse myself. To make you look a fool. To make you go away.
What do you know about the Templars?
Who wants to know?
Are you angling for a bribe or something?
You have nothing that I want, senor. Except the pleasure of your absence.
That's some
The Countess
savagery
is
right
obviously
there.
Protecting the Countess against the whole world. But why? I'll be going.
Adios.
And just completely sneak past him. Wait, go back. Go back. There's some things I need to look at here.
I'm no student of architecture, but the little building looked old. I wondered if it was some sort of summer house.
Why can't I look at tree? Whatever. Maybe it's not the tree and it's the road it's trying to show me. Oh, the symbol.
Rats. It's locked.
Break in.
I wasn't about to go clambering on rooftops if I didn't have to. There was a statue of a guy on the top of the building. He looked like a knight with a spear and some sort of staff.
Let's keep moving to the left. Let's go inside the house if it'll let us.
The main part of the house was old, but nowhere near as old as the gatehouse section.
There's something spooky hidden there. Can we turn this off?
I didn't like the idea of carrying 30 yards of hose around me, so I left it alone.
Hey, you.
Yeah? What is it?
You would not like it if people just wandered into your home, would you?
Well, no, I guess not.
They'd show a little consideration.
Okay. Sorry.
So now we gotta try to figure out how to distract this annoying dude. Okay, so we can't do it. Well, no. That works. You put the blood pressure gauge on the freaking hose. And it stops working, so he has to go check on it.
My hose has stopped.
Yeah?
See, my hose never stops.
Well, I'm sorry to hear it. It's always sad when an old tradition comes to an end.
Did you have anything to do with it?
Well, I'm shocked. I'm mortified. How could you think such a thing?
Very easily, senor. Very easily.
See, this guy keeps it
I'm going
real,
to find
though.
out why my hose has stopped. And that means going into the house. You are not, absolutely not, to go in the house. If you do go in the house, I will set the dogs on you.
Let's go in the house. I hope they're cute.
The armor was about my size. I had a mental vision of putting it on and clanking off to see the Countess, with the gardener hanging hopelessly on the outside trying to stop me. Apart from being stupid and unworkable, it was a great plan.
I bet it's gonna be a hiding spot. Not that way.
There was no one.
Okay. Go.
Hey, you,
Who, me?
come here.
I know this doesn't look good.
Look, senor, a life without mad house-breaking
Yeah.
business. Understand?
Look, I just wanted to, use the bathroom.
Leave now.
Okay, I'm going.
Can we go back in? Go upstairs. We can't.
Oops. I know this doesn't
Look, senor, look, leave.
okay.
Okay, so there's something we gotta do here. And it kind of makes me, I kind of think, hiding behind the suit of armor?
The armor was about, with the, apart from being stupid. I love. The armor was a, I had a mental.
So going to
vision
the
with the
stairs
gardener, apart from
and getting close to the gardener is gonna set him off. Aha!
Hey, you, I know you are there, American. All right, you dogs, I'm coming.
Did I do the right thing? Run, dude.
Madre Dios, who are you?
My name's George Stobart. I'm sorry to burst in like this.
You must leave at once. You're not wanted here.
Please, if you just listen a minute.
Very well. State your business, Senor Stoba.
There's been a series of murders, part of some conspiracy. Anyway, the trail led me here.
Here? There is nothing for the outside world here.
Over 600 years ago there was.
Now what do you mean?
This whole thing ties in somehow with the Knights Templar.
The Knights Templar are dust.
They had a secret that was so important, they went to a lot of trouble to hide it.
I do not see what this has to do with my family.
Your family had a strong connection with the Templars, right? I believe that they've planted some clues here.
Why should I believe a complete stranger who barges into my home?
Just let me have a look around. If I find nothing...
Because I'm a man who barges into your home with initiative.
Very well. Please, sit down.
I know your family's involved with the Templars, but I don't know how.
You should be asking how my family were involved, Senor Stoba. The Templars ceased to exist centuries ago.
And as for De Vasconcelos, the line lies with me.
I'm sorry.
Don't be.
Okay, whatever happened almost 700 years ago. So, if the Templars left any clues, they're going to be in stuff that dates back to the early 14th century.
Obviously.
So, what do you have around here that's early medieval?
Early medieval. Let me think. Well, the house is relatively modern, a scant 3 centuries old.
Wow.
Or, of course, the chess set.
That chess set is over 600 years old? It must be worth a fortune.
Indeed it is. Not that I would part with it, of course.
No, I wouldn't either. That's the sort of thing that gets handed down to your children. Sorry.
Its value is less than you might think. The set is not complete. One of the pieces is of modern replacement. As to the original, it was lost a long time ago.
Nobody has any idea where it is?
No. The children had it when they were taken.
Children? What children?
All in good time, Senor Stoba.
May I examine the chess set?
Certainly. But do not move any of the pieces.
Okay, thanks. Close up, the modern piece stood out like a sore thumb. There was something else odd about the set. All of the original pieces had irregular bases.
My lady, I have to warn you, there's a... You! Why, I'll feed you to the dogs.
Lopez, what have I told you about feeding intruders to the dog?
Regular occurrence?
Never without my permission.
Not unless I'm
Senor
watching.
Stoba, if I find that you're wasting my time, you will be fed to the dogs. Now, I want to show you something interesting. Follow me. Lopez, unlock the door, por favor. This is the only remaining structure on the estate contemporary with the Templars.
Nice. What is it, a summer house?
A mausoleum, Senor Stopa.
Oh,
Come with me.
This is where you'll be buried.
Senor,
yeah?
I do not know what you have told my lady to be shown these favors, but I do not trust you.
You've got nothing to
I don't
worry
trust
about.
you.
Aren't you coming in?
No, the dead do not interest me. My garden is a living thing. I will be there.
Wow, this is old.
It was constructed in the 13th century as the final resting place of the De Vasconcelos Templars.
It's well maintained.
These are my ancestors, and they deserve respect. I come here at least once a week to say a prayer.
Mind if I have a look around?
By all means.
On removing the Bible, I found a pattern on the lectern top. Hey, it's a checkerboard. Close up, I could see that the pattern was made up of glass squares.
Almost
over
like a
checkerboard
chessboard?
pattern. A big statuette of the Virgin Mary kept an eye on the place. Now what? There was nothing to snuff. Feeling like an idiot, I put it down again. I couldn't climb up there when... The mausoleum contained 5 tombs for 5 of the Knights Templar, man-size in marble. May I ask you something?
You may ask.
Who exactly are these people?
My ancestors. These 5 men were all members of the Templars.
5 ancestors in the order. You must be very proud.
Not 5, 6.
Where's the 6th knight?
He was lost to us.
You lost an ancestor?
Huh.
It is a family matter. It can have no relevance.
Well, it's connected with the curse of the De Vasconcelos, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I hope you will honor my desire not to talk about it.
Okay, well, I'll leave it for now.
Okay.
Is the Virgin Mary really the right person to be sharing a mausoleum with 5 knights?
You are showing your ignorance, Senor Stobart.
Why not?
The Templars were dedicated to the Virgin Mary.
Yeah. They should have been.
What's the story with the glass chessboard?
Glass chessboard. Oh, the pattern on the lectern, purely decorative, I'm sure.
I'm sure. You ever seen National Treasure?
That's been like that since I was a girl.
The gaps in the glass chessboard look awfully deliberate.
No, it is ridiculous. What possible significance can it have?
It's part of a chessboard, and the gaps are for...
Senor Stobart. You cannot mean...
This place was built for the Templars. Your chess set is as old as the Templars.
There's a secret passage somewhere.
Kind of suggested, isn't it? I think this must be it. This is what the manuscript is pointing to.
This is extraordinary. Am I to understand that the Templars left the puzzle here? And
I can't believe you would
in
not
all we
expect
failed to
that.
realize that there was a puzzle?
It was wonderful to watch the Countess change before my eyes.
Right. Well, no time for wallowing in self-pity, eh, Senor Stobart? This mystery has had a good long run, but it ends here and now.
All those years of fatalism were falling away from her.
Lopez! Lopez! Put that hole down and leave
That's
them.
nice.
Go to the house and get my chess set. Yes, the old chess set. Now hurry!
She's getting a reason to live again. That's nice.
It's exciting, is it not?
Don't get too excited. This could be a blind alley.
Oh, I do not believe that for a moment.
It's good to see you happy.
Happy? You know, I think I am.
While we're waiting, I'd really like to know what happened here. I mean, the curse and everything.
It all began at the time of the dissolution of the Templars. Don Carlos had already left their ranks to become a scholar.
Don Carlos, is he the guy who went missing?
But he had reckoned without the local bishop. The bishop envied us our land and determined to use the papal edict as an excuse to destroy us. Don Carlos was on one of his scholarly journeys when the Inquisition arrived. When Don Carlos returned, it was to find his loyal manservant slain and his children gone.
That was surprisingly quiet for some reason.
But why?
Oh, we will never know. The bishop denied all knowledge of the children's disappearance. But witnesses had seen his men kill the servant who had been charged to protect them.
What happened to Don Carlos?
He swore he'd find his children if he had to go to the edge of the world. He put on his armor and took up his sword and shield and rode out alone.
Lopez, where's my chess set?
He was never seen again.
Ooh, that dropped 500 frames a while ago.
Lopez, you have the pieces.
See, my lady, as you asked.
Por favor, Senor Stobart, would you be so kind?
And now we're gonna have that one chess piece that she's missing.
I believe Senor Stobart's motives are pure.
Very well, my lady.
That one chess piece that she has that's not authentic is gonna be the downfall of this
My
plan.
lady seems to trust you.
But you don't.
No, senor.
Who cares? You have a huge chin.
It fits, Senor Stobart. It fits.
Working quickly, I found which pieces went into which holes.
Hold on a second. What? Drag. What the? Why? Okay, go back. Why am I hearing dogs now? See, it's showing us the pattern, and I get that. But it's not letting me drag these over. There we go. It just wants to be weird. This isn't even close to as hard as some of the other puzzles, the cipher puzzle earlier in this game. This is almost unfair how easy this puzzle is compared to that crap. See, I mean, this ain't nothing compared to that cipher puzzle. Nothing. Too easy.
With the red pieces in place, the square bases fit onto the white pieces. I just had to figure out where to place them.
So would this be in it kind of like trying to set up a checkmate type situation? Putting the queen next to the king, he can't move anywhere. I have no idea, to be honest. I'm just gonna wing it, guess. What am I trying to do here? Am I trying to set up checkmate? Because there's only a king on the red side. This is queen. I've got an idea. The knight there to get him like that.
Bingo. I mean, checkmate.
Hold on a second. Whatever.
Senor Stobart, look!
What is that? It's not the Holy Grail, is it?
No, Senor Stobart. It is the communion chalice of the De Vasconcelos, missing for almost 700 years.
Wow. Well, go on.
I cannot. I can hardly believe it is real.
Go ahead. Live a little.
I'm sure. This is your moment of triumph.
I mean, we didn't get really any closer to solving the whole mystery here.
The possibility of death traps only occurred to me a few days later.
Ah.
So the curse
Are we gonna play as
of
Nico
the
this time?
Vasconcelos is lifted?
Oh no. The Countess was thrilled to find the lost chalice. But there's still the riddle of the missing knight.
Well, you can forget about that now and get back to finding the Templar's secret.
Actually, I promised the Countess I'd find Don Carlos.
You what?
I can explain everything.
You have got the odds for a withered old Spanish...
Are you jealous?
The Countess entrusted me with the chalice and the quest for her ancestors' tomb.
You're as crazy as she is. Haven't you got enough problems? Khan and the Templars?
It's all part of the same thing. The chalice is important, I'm sure. The manuscript pointed us to the knight, and I have to find him.
What then?
I don't know. But when the knight and the chalice are reunited, maybe I will. Is there something going on between you and Lavino?
What business is it of yours? We agreed all this. The clown, the Templars, strictly business, remember?
Yeah, but
So get off my case.
Alright, somebody's
do you think
defensive.
the assassin was responsible for killing Marquet?
I don't think so. He could have finished him
Yeah.
off the first time. Besides, Marquet would have recognized him.
He was pumped to the gills with sedatives. He wouldn't have recognized the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse unless they'd introduced themselves. This is the chalice I discovered in Spain.
I still can't figure out why the Countess gave it to you. After losing it for all those years, she simply gave it away to a total stranger. She's one pawn short of a paella.
The Countess is a fine lady. You shouldn't compare her with seafood.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's something going on between you and that Countess.
Somebody's being really nosy for somebody who just told me
She's
off.
old enough to be my grandmother. I'd better
Get outta
back to
here.
the quest.
Okay. Can't go anywhere except Paris. So now we have a chalice. What do we do with a chalice?
Excuse me, officer. What does this chalice suggest to you?
Wine.
Same, bro. I'm gonna take a short break and I'll be right back.
Oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
Oh, I've got a friend I gotta hang out with. So I probably need to end the stream, but I kind of want to check this out and see if I can solve any of these puzzles first before I do that. I might be back streaming here a little bit later. I actually like the way I look when all the lights go off outside and like you get the green light all in my face. I actually kind of dig it. So I kind of want to stream a little bit later maybe. Now tell me the chalice has something to do with this. Wouldn't that be funny? He just beats the chalice on the end of that thing.
Staff was some kind of disc with a cross.
Freaking hair in my face.
Around the base of the disc was a hairline crack.
Where the hell's that hair? There it is. I mean, it'd probably be smart to go to the museum, not this place. Take this item to the museum and see what Labino has to say about it. Musée Kroon. Got anything interesting to say? You probably should, without a doubt.
Hi, Andre.
Hello, Georgie.
Well, I was delayed.
What do you make of this cup, Andre?
It's a 14th century communion vessel. Spanish, probably.
Wait a second. He said that the other statue, it rang a bell, a Spanish
You're
bell.
welcome.
I don't know.
Attention!
Don't you think it's kind of...
Better stop it.
What's the problem?
Oh yeah, he's talking about the fumes from outside because he's a whiner. This still looks like a bong. We can go to the cafe. Nah, I just don't feel like that's the right answer. Oh well. We'll figure out what's going on with this next time. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get to my friend's house. So, thank you everybody for watching. If you enjoyed it, hit the follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the like and subscribe button. I really appreciate it. I'm PrelawPdub, and I'm getting out of here. Bye.